Hey everybody, it's Gary the Google Guy here, and today I want to talk to you about a really cool feature within Notebook LM, and that is mind maps, what I think is probably the most underutilized feature in all of Notebook LM. Now, a lot of people think, all right, this is cool. I can create a notebook. I can upload all of my sources. You can see I'm in my GED Social Studies Test Study Guide notebook, and then I can use the chatbot to ask questions about things. But you gotta know the questions to ask. Now, one of the things that people have gotten around that on is they're using in the right side of the screen the option for audio overviews, which is great. We can listen to everything that is about our different sources and stuff in our notebook. But where Notebook LM really thrives and is really the king of things is cross-referencing, meaning it's finding pieces that are correlating from different sources. Mind maps is the perfect thing for that. This is the only feature that lets you actually trace how you can have one idea in one source, another idea in another source, and then pick those things out visually and cross-reference those. So let's have a look. I've gotten 3 different ones that I did for you today just to give you a little bit of an idea on what these things look like and how they work. If we look at what I have in terms of sources, so we've got subjects all across social studies for United States history. And it is literally the gamut of time. Now, I can select any single source and run a mind map. So that's what I did to start. So we'll click on the one, and you'll see it's going to bring up on the right side of our screen in our studio the segregation and civil rights source. So that's day 5. And then it's going to break it down into 4 of the key pieces or concepts within that particular source. Now I can expand this out and have a little bit better of a view. I can look at any of these by clicking on those little arrows. And also you can utilize the chatbot in the middle here in another way. So if we want to look at what these concepts are and discuss some of those, we can do that. So like the Jim Crow period, if we click on that and we go into, we can see in the middle pane here how it's immediately saying, okay, well, depending on what those sources say about the Jim Crow period and in the larger context of segregation and civil rights. So it's going to go through as literally that question and give us that response. What are the correlations? What are the pieces that are kind of combined in maybe different ways? And it goes from there in that pattern. That's just one source. So it's looking at one of those things. Let's back out of this. Let's go back to our studio. And of course, it would do that on my live demo of having trouble responding right now. But let's look at our next one. So we've got the history mind map number 2. So this time we're taking 2 sources. We're looking at day 3, which is the American Revolutionary War and the Declaration of Independence, as well as slavery in the Civil War. So what are some concepts that are similar or correlating there? So let's expand this out and let's have a look. And you'll see that we've got our main sources that are combined, and then it's breaking it down into these concepts. And we can keep going down the rabbit hole and keep expanding if we want to do that, and then click on any of these, and it will say, all right, discuss what these sources say about the Boston Massacre in the larger context of unrest in Boston. Tell me something about it. What are those pieces? What is that information about? So that's 2 sources. So now let's once again kind of back out. Now let's say I'm going to look at my whole course here, minus the actual study guide and maybe test exam. So I generated another mind map. And this is across. Oh, that one worked in terms of, okay, so it discussed what these sources were about the Boston Massacre in the larger context of unrest in Boston. So it gives me that chatbot answer, shall we call it, there. And then some prompts to maybe take it further. I didn't have to know the question to ask. Now let's look at our overall GED class. So now we can see we've got the GED Social Studies unit. It's breaking it down into these 5 concepts, and then we can go further and further from there. So division of powers, and anytime I want to see information about these, I can click on and it will bring up that option in the middle of the screen for us to discuss those similarities and informational connections. I love this because it connects things across multiple sources. Therefore, cross-referencing, once again, is king. So, folks, if you're using Notebook LM strictly as a chatbot, I would advise you expand your thoughts and views. Try this out. Give the mind maps an option as a try. You can select one source. You can select multiple sources. You get to pick on that left side panel, then click on the mind map button, and it will generate that for you. And you see you can have multiple mind maps as well. Until we meet again, another day, another time, another tip, trick, hack, or update. This is Triple G, Gary the Google Guy, signing off.